I joined Marathon Oil in August of 2013, so I have a little over a couple of years in the role as CEO and president. Before that, I had spent about 24 years working for Exxon and then the predecessor company, Exxon Mobil, after that. Well, first of all, we can't predict what pricing is going to be. I mean, we have to have business plans that are robust across a wide range of price outcomes. Today, we have to have a business plan that's resilient to a lower for longer scenario, particularly as we look immediately ahead to 16. But as I think about, the managing that commodity risk, if I can put it that way, it's really about ensuring that your business plans are flexible, that they're adjustable, and that you're able to respond quickly. And it's interesting that today, because of the short cycle investments here in the U.S. resource plays, we actually have another lever in our toolkit. Because those short cycle investments, we can adjust up or down. They're very different than the traditional long cycle greenfield projects that used to be the bread and butter of our industry. So the short cycle investments themselves provide us that opportunity to move and respond to the pricing environment that we see. Now, Oklahoma has a very unique and important position in our portfolio today. The conventional business that had been really the historical component of our presence here, that's gone down and of course has declined over time. But the exciting part now in Oklahoma, of course, is the resource plays here, the SCOOP and the STACK. As I said in my remarks today, when we look across our three core U.S. resource plays, the Eagle Ford, Bakken, and Oklahoma, Oklahoma today has the largest 2P resource of any of those three basins for us. 1.6 billion oil equivalent barrels of 2P resource right here in Oklahoma. To put that in context, across all three of our plays, we have about 3.6 billion oil equivalent barrels of 2P resource. So Oklahoma is important to our shareholders, it's important to our company, and certainly it's important for our future growth. Seismicity is something that, even though we don't operate disposal wells or inject in wells that are in the areas where there have been seismic events, it's an industry question, and it's one that needs to be addressed based on fact, based on science. And I truly believe that the Oklahoma regulators have taken a very pragmatic but science-based approach. They've gone in and they've taken action where appropriate, while not crippling, of course, continued industry activity in those areas. So we're finding it to be a very collaborative, science-based approach where we can work hand in hand with the regulator to take action where we need to take action. Well, as we think about the resource business and the energy renaissance that we've had here in the U.S., it's really been predicated on two pieces of technology: horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing. Within the SCOOP and STACK, both of those technologies are going to be applied, and we're using those today in the SCOOP as well as the STACK to develop the resources that are there. As we think about gaining even more efficiency, though, one of the issues that we, of course, have been working here with the state, with the legislature, is around this concept of multi-unit development, where not only can we drill a 1-mile lateral, but by combining multiple units, we can drill laterals that are 1 mile plus up to 2 miles. What that does is it opens up more reservoir for us. It allows us to be very capital efficient, improves our economics, and overall makes those wells much more competitive within our aggregate portfolio. It's interesting when we think about the SCOOP, for instance, and we think about a SCOOP extended lateral, or what we call a SCOOP XL well. That well competes head-to-head with the best wells I have in the Eagle Ford and the Bakken, because we're allowed, under some good work by the state legislature, to do multi-unit development. And we'd like to see that expanded beyond just the shale reservoirs.